Hey, Joy here. Rachel and I would like to welcome you to You're All Right, Get Up, podcast full of laughter, personal stories, encouragement, and often a show about living life. As a disclaimer, our podcast does not offer professional therapy or treat illness. We are a motivational supporting podcast sharing our life experiences, stories, and laughter.
And don't forget to listen to our Wednesday What to get your midweek boost. And we would love for you to check out our sponsor tab and consider joining us. If you have questions or need any additional information, please check out the sponsors tab on our website or contact us at info@allrightgetup.com. And we'd like to give a shout out to an amazing company and sponsor, Endeavor Promotions out of Birmingham, Alabama. Danny Kirkland has done an amazing job of our promo items, and we encourage you to check out his website, endeavorpromotions.com, or he can also be reached at 205-540-8292.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy and an amazing company. They have done a great job. Highly recommended. So guys, moving ahead into season 2, we are super excited to bring you a delightful blend of entertaining tidbits and astonishing updates that we refer to as Weird Wired and Witty Whispers.
Are you ready for this week's Witty Whisper?
Yes, let's do it.
I found this to be very interesting when I initially heard this. Did you know that bubble wrap was originally sold as wallpaper?
Wallpaper? Mm-hmm. No, I did not know that. Wow.
Yes. So it was originally invented in 1957 by Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavon in New Jersey.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay, can you imagine?
Could you imagine how bad? All I can imagine, I'm sorry, I cut you off, but I got excited.
Right.
I'm just thinking I've invited a large party for dinner Friday night, and this is 1957. So I have my pearls on.
Yeah.
With my cute dress and high heels.
Yeah.
I've made this amazing dinner that everybody has enjoyed. And Brian, I did not burn it. Shout out to Brian, because I've got to say something about him. And everybody starts to rise from the table, and they push back their chairs, and they push it back all the way to the wall, and you hear pop. Pop, 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 pop. And everybody's like, I just ruined her wallpaper.
Right. It's like, what just happened?
Or, hey, did your wallpaper just make a noise? Or did somebody bake beans? No.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear something pop?
Right. Yeah.
Really?
And look, wow, it's flat there all of a sudden.
Exactly. It's very.
I made an indentation. Oh no, how can we fix that?
I need to lose some weight.
Right. Yeah. And to me, it's the idea of sitting around and all of a sudden realizing, okay, we're going to make wallpaper, fine. However, we're going to fill it with air. Right? I mean, who sort of has the idea to do that and stick it on your wall?
I know, right?
I'm curious, right? I'm really curious about that.
I love interesting facts like that, like what a product was originally intended for, but then it morphs into something totally different that is more suitable for that product.
Right. Right.
I feel like wallpaper was
Yeah.
I know it's hard to believe, but it was unsuccessful as wallpaper.
However, the fuzzy wallpaper was not unsuccessful.
That is true. See, to me, this should have been like 1970s, when things are a little bit...
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit more turned upside down, in my opinion.
That leaf feels so real.
I know, exactly.
It's like Willy Wonka. Can I scratch it? And
They sold it as greenhouse insulation.
Oh, wow. Huh.
After it turned out to be unsuccessful as wallpaper.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. I would love to read the story of the person that did the pilot on the bubble wallpaper.
Could you imagine you having a rough day? Because we had, I think when I first got the iPhone, they had an app where you just, and they probably still do, where it had bubble wrap.
Right.
As a way to de-stress.
Right. Uh-huh.
So I'm just thinking it's 1957. I'm the only one in my neighborhood who bought this unique wallpaper. I'm stressed out. And then all of a sudden you just go to town, you're just popping it. Pop, 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 pop.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then your family comes home like, what happened to the wallpaper, Mom? I would like for you to do that.
Yeah.
Pick a room, Joy, in your home.
Absolutely.
And put up bubble wrap.
That's tempting. That is very tempting.
And now we have the ones where you have the Amazon package that's more tubular.
Yeah.
That air cushion.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about colors too. I'm like,
I was thinking about colors
was
too.
it really clear? Is that what they used for the wallpaper? Or was it like a different color?
I don't know. That'll be interesting to to see if we can find some images from that period with it being used as the original intention.
Y'all, this can be like a follow-up episode about, oh, by the way,
We could have
this is Bubble Wrap 2.
check out our website for pictures.
Right,
something like
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
They sealed 2 shower curtains together, creating a smattering of air bubbles.
That is so interesting. This will be a follow-up reel, okay? We're going to do a follow-up reel with bubble wrap on the wall. Y'all get ready for it. It's coming soon.
Exactly. I thought you might find this one interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that the week before with the dog wasn't dog Paul. But anyway.
That is awesome.
I have a story today, and it's very hard for me to talk about. It happened when I was probably 3 or 4. It's probably going to bring a lot of emotions to the front, but I'm going to power through it.
Yep. Cowgirl up, right? We can talk about hard things. We can do hard things too.
Right.
Yep.
So when I was young, one of my complaints that my mother had about me, and I say this in a loving way, is that I didn't play with a lot of dolls. And I'm going to tell a story. Like I said earlier, it brings a lot of emotions to the foreground. And this is going to be why I didn't play with a lot of dolls, I feel like. Now, I played with stuffed animals. I love to have class with stuffed animals. I would pretend like I was the teacher and just line them up.
Right.
I had 3 rows of stuffed animals. I thought I was a great teacher, by the way. I had one doll, and his name was Bobby. And Bobby was amazing. I don't know if I ever clothed Bobby, but he just had like that. You know how like the head's made out of like plastic or something, and the arms are kind of plastic, but the body itself's cloth?
Definitely. I had one as well. Actually, I had 2. I had a girl and a boy.
Well, I just had Bobby.
Yep.
And Bobby and I were pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty tight.
Yep.
And actually, Bobby could take liquid and use the bathroom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was pretty fancy. And that's how my parents trained me to potty train, is watching this doll go to the bathroom. And they were working with a genius, so that probably helped too. So I was very close to Bobby. We went on a lot of trips together. He was my baby. And then my parents came into my room one day and they said, hey, we want Bobby to help somebody learn how to potty train. And so he's going to take a little trip for a little while, but it's going to be very helpful for this young man to take Bobby on this journey. Would you be okay with that? No, not really. So I was offered some money to let Bobby go stay with this kid for a couple weeks. Okay. So I agreed to it once they gave me some cold hard cash because I can be bought. So Bobby, the story goes on, and Bobby leaves for a little while. He's supposed to be back in a couple weeks. When you're a child, you really don't have a great comprehension time. Every day feels like 4 years. So every day I'm asking about Bobby.
Yes.
A month's gone by, no Bobby. Thought I was going to have to go get the milk carton. It's almost 2 months. So the whole time I'm asking about Bobby. Well, it's just taking a little bit longer. Bobby's coming back. Are you sure? Joy, like I said, I may have to pause to be able to gain my composure. So Bobby comes home. I'm excited. We're going to have Bobby a welcome home party. I get the little kitchenette that I had, very basic because my parents didn't want to spoil me, and got my little dishes out. We're going to, like I said, we're going to throw him a big welcome home. I get ready. I'm in my bedroom, ready for the event. My mom comes in. She hands me Bobby. I grab Bobby. Bobby's head falls off.
Poor Bobby. Oh my gosh. No.
Yes, that plastic head just bald as an onion. I can just still see it today. Pink, just rolling off of Bobby.
Headless Bobby.
Just clink, and just rolling off on my floor.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the?
Poor guy. Goodness.
I was very traumatized that my child has returned headless with no warning. If I had known Bobby had some neck injury, I would have gingerly picked him up, from my mom. And I could hear her tell my dad, well, that didn't work. Because somehow whatever they had to try to keep the head on obviously failed.
Fell off. Yeah.
I would learn years later that was the delay in Bobby's return.
I see.
He apparently had surgery that didn't take.
I see. Oh.
And I was very devastated. Still angry about it today.
I bet.
Very hurt. So that's when I switched over to stuffed animals. They were a little bit more durable.
Absolutely.
And I picked up a new stuffed animal who became part of my family, and his name was Benji. Benji replaced Bobby. We had to get rid of Bobby. But I'm just thinking of the person who borrowed Bobby. I don't know what that conversation was. Hey, thanks for letting us borrow this toy. My son has destroyed him. Here he is again. But you can have it back.
You can have it. Here you go.
I would be trying to like replace Bobby. And if you have any information on who this person was
Right.
that borrowed Bobby,
There are posters
especially this psycho
that
kid.
that are posted.
I'm like, I don't even care if he got potty trained. If you have any information, again, contact us on our website.
Right. There's a $2,500 reward.
Yes. There's a deluxe package out ready for you. Don't understand.
I mean, who?
At least buy a new Bobby, a new look-alike.
Yeah. Or at least attach a note that says, I'm super sorry.
I just wonder, like, what that conversation was in my mom's head. Like, do I try to get Bobby back?
Yeah.
Do I try to get a duplicate Bobby?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going to try to patch Bobby up and hope for the best. And I guess she thought I was a dumb kid because there's other things that she tried. And I'm like, this failed. I had asthma really bad. And so I had a prescription that I had to take every day. And so it was in a capsule. And so I go to eat cream of wheat and I look down and the little beads of medicine are sitting on top of the cream of wheat, not stirred in, but just sitting on top.
Right.
And I'm looking down at it. Mama, or I probably call her mommy, does this have medicine in it? No, baby, it doesn't. I'm looking at it.
It sure looks like it does.
Make some effort. I'm not dumb. At least stir it up. And then I think I did say, well, I'm looking at it and it's got medicine. But I love how I tried to trick my mom.
Yes.
Testing her like, does this have medicine in it? And then speaking of medicine, I had to take Robitussin, which tastes awful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But any medicine, I always would always ask, like, do you have something for me to drink? Because I'm not taking it without something to drink or eat to wash that terrible flavor out of my mouth.
Right.
Never. No, I don't have anything to drink yet. Well, get the drink. Get the drink, lady. Because I'm not going to take it.
Can you drag the hose in here?
I was like, no. And then another thing that she did, I thought, she must have thought I was a real dumb kid, is I love cinnamon toast. She would make it all the time. And so I remember one time, because it makes a very distinct noise when you scrape toast. And I heard her scraping it. I'm like, she's burning the toast. Remember, I'm like probably 4 or 5. Maybe even younger. I'm a genius. Because I say again, as I'm watching cartoons in the living room and I hear it in the kitchen, did you burn the toast? Nope, just making cinnamon toast. But I knew she'd burned it. So I guess she just thought I was a dumb kid that wasn't going to like put anything together. But I knew that kid, he broke my Bobby. And again, if you have any information and we capture the the culprit, we will pay cash.
Right. Exactly. Oh, Bobby.
Yes. So everybody take
Poor
a moment
Bobby.
to remember Bobby, the peeing doll.
Yes. We're going to have a Bobby Day.
Yes.
National Bobby Day.
Could you make that May the 1st National Bobby Day?
Yes, that's right.
To Bobby, I'll always love you.
Oh my gosh. I'm hearing the song in my head. I mean, Bobby has a song. Yes.
We can do a song.
Oh man. Poor Bobby.
Stupid little kid. For a long time.
So you really don't know who the kid was?
No, but if I find out, I know it was a boy.
Your dad never told you, or your mom never hinted, or
No,
never...
I feel like it was somebody that my mother worked with. So I got to find somebody that had a son about my age. And I'm going to go ahead and say dumb. Because I'm angry
Yeah, right. I would be too.
and a little violent. So I'll probably have a private investigator, actually. Just in case he's still tearing heads off.
Yes.
Maybe has a criminal record.
Maybe.
I feel like I'm
Maybe.
like Criminal Minds over here.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, we've laughed a lot about Bobby today. We sure do love Bobby. We're going to keep this Bobby Awareness Day going,
Thank you.
So it's hugely important. It's national awareness, okay? So there are many times that we have things and people, special moments, special people in our lives, and we cherish them, and they mean a lot to us. But there are times when something happens, and maybe, just maybe, they're not there. Maybe there's a situation that they're more permanent. Maybe it's more temporary. But I think what is really important is remembering what this does for us. It brings the awareness of how important they are to us, as well as opening up new doors for ourselves, our maturity, our love to grow, and opportunities to be with others and to open our hearts to Benji, to other people, other things in our lives, other open doors, because that's really what it's about, right? Change is hard sometimes, but that has to happen in order for the good to come, for things to open doors and open opportunities. So remember, you are stronger than you think. Don't give up. If you feel overwhelmed and you can't do it on your own, reach out to a caring friend, a pastor, or counselor. And if you feel like you've reached rock bottom, the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline has caring people available 24/7, and they can be reached by dialing or texting 988.
Stay true to yourself, embrace the power of kindness, and know you matter. Till next time, friends.